From classmates crying to fears about what it meant for their parents, the terror attacks from 20 years ago still resonate today with young people. It's Thursday evening. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Amber Kriska. Thank you for joining us. The way the children had to process those images and feelings make up tonight's top story with Paige Blanzy.
20 years ago, American school children learned about the terror attacks of 9/11 along with adults.
To me, it just goes like, wow, there's something big going on, but I didn't really know the magnitude of it.
September 11, 2001. Kara Shook was 11 years old. When she came home from school, her parents told her what happened.
It is something that is scary, but we're safe.
Dr. Kapel Adma, a child psychiatrist at Unity Point Health, says that reassurance is key in helping children process traumatic events.
They generally can get confused by looking at adult response. Everybody's in shock, and it can be pretty traumatic for them.
Dr. Adma says witnessing the events of 9/11 was likely harder on kids who were already experiencing anxiety or other mental health disorders.
Immediate effects might have been there. They have classic symptoms of PTSD where they're having nightmares, flashbacks.
Katarina Belt was 9 years old. She says she knew something was wrong, but had no idea what she was about to experience at school that morning.
This girl was sobbing, kind of in the coat closet, just terrified that a plane might fly into the school, and that was just really confusing to me.
Belt's dad was in the military. She remembers being more scared about what this meant for her dad.
20 days after 9/11, my dad was deployed, and he couldn't tell us where he was going, so that was pretty scary.
Both women say the experience changed them forever.
But you never know, because it did sound impossible for a plane to fly into these buildings, and it did happen.
I think even growing up, knowing that that's a possibility has always been just kind of on the back of my mind.
Dr. Adma says everyone deals with trauma differently, and anyone struggling should reach out for help.
There is help out there through counseling, through medications that can help them do better.
Reporting in Peoria, I'm Paige Blanzy, 25 News.
Paige, thank you. And some students lived through it, but today's students have no memory of 9/11. Their teachers do, though. India Afriye spoke with local educators tasked with helping the next generation understand that day of terror.
To be able to have those real discussions with students is really where my priority lies with teaching about moments like 9/11.
20 years ago, Shauna Beam Axline was in her classroom teaching when she learned that a plane had crashed into the World Trade Center. Today, her classroom is filled with students who weren't even born when the towers fell.
As a history teacher, you teach history and try to make the connections, but sometimes it's really hard when the kids haven't experienced that. With the anniversary being this week, there will definitely be discussions.
Shauna teaches sociology and American government at Peoria High School. Now, she says students just see it as another historical event they didn't experience.
They understand the importance of it, but at the same time, just not having that personal reference, they don't have the feeling towards it like the adults in the building do.
But students have many questions about what happened next.
The aftermath of it definitely comes up a lot more. More discussions have come up in the most recent few weeks because of the events unfolding in Afghanistan. We see that we watch the news daily in class. My government students watch the news daily, and we see the reports.
Students all over the country will learn about 9/11 this week, some for the very first time. Shauna says her task of teaching that lesson is a personal one.
For those of us that lived through it, we try to make it as real as we can.
In Peoria, I'm India Afriye, 25 News.